Hey, it's Korinn, 365 Days of Open Heart Living, day number 47, shifting. I have been feeling a shift within myself, and it's kind of curious. When you have a shift within yourself, don't you find that it's true that sometimes it's like it's just on the edge? Something's just on the edge within you, and you can like feel it, and you can almost kind of see it in just how you are maybe behaving differently, interacting with others in a different way, carrying yourself differently, have different thoughts than your normal mental patterns. There's a shift. It's tangible, but it's not always explainable. It's not always so solid to a point that you can see, oh, this is what is shifting. Sometimes when we shift as human beings, it's like a fog rolling in, and it's so subtle and soft and misty, and it comes in and it kind of fills in and fogs how we're seeing. And then when the fog rolls out and clears, that's when we know where we're standing. That's when we know the shift is complete, when we can feel and see within ourselves of what the shift actually was, what the shift just happened, right? What the what. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a little bit foggy, and I definitely feel like I'm shifting, but I don't really know to the what to the full extent of what that means. It's an interesting place to be when we have shifts, right? Sometimes you might put in so much effort and work in doing something to have a shift, like exercise or meditation or counseling for your relationship or your personal self. There's so much work that we can do that stimulates and promotes a shift, but sometimes it's just a timing thing. Sometimes it's the right pieces of the puzzle in your life lining up and fitting together that causes that page to turn and that shift to happen. For the awareness to become more peaked on the fact that you're experiencing a change within yourself. Even when you can't explain what that change is, you feel it. A shift is something that you feel first. And in feeling it, you notice it. And in feeling and noticing, you open up even more to allowing it and to welcoming the goodness in whatever is shifting in positive ways in your life. So I felt inspired to pull a card today with this meditation of shift because, like I said, I don't really know what is the full extent of the shift. I feel different. I'm thinking a little differently, and I don't know what has caused it. Yeah, it just that's life, right? Sometimes we're going in one direction and we're like, yeah, maybe that's not exactly working for me. So boop, and we go in another direction. And unconsciously, subconsciously, sometimes that shift is something internal pulling us in that next direction that we need to be facing in and going. So I'm just going to pray in my heart for the card that is pulled to be for us, myself, and you who is here potentially in a shift or needing inspiration to shift. And I pray that the card is blessed by God's light for you to take comfort in knowing a little bit of insight. And now I'm just going to center and ask inside of myself, what is the question I need to be focusing on for this card? I'm not getting anything super clear. So I need to just center. It's that fog, the fog. So I'm going to ask for clarity. What is the fog? What is the purpose of the fog in our personal shifts when we're in that in-between space of moving in one direction and shifting into another in our personal life? That fogginess, what is the purpose of it? And now I just trust, see what comes. Oh, oh my God, so much fell out. As I was just thinking about, okay, there's question one and question two. So question one is, what is the purpose of the fog? And question two is, what is the outcome of going through the fogginess of shifting? I better write that down. All right. The first card is Into Me, I See. Into Me, I See. And the question was, what is the purpose of the fog in shifting? So the truth of this is when we feel a little bit disconnected from the path that we're moving on in our life, and we get that fogginess, that shift and feeling coming into us of something just feels different. It's giving us an opportunity to recalibrate to ourselves. It's allowing us an opportunity and a chance to see into ourselves. Because when we feel foggy, when we feel like things aren't clear, but they're moving, we look for something to grab onto, right? There's something we reach out into the space that is us to grab onto. And it's yourself. In the fog of going through a shift, you need to grab onto yourself and to spend time in silence just connecting and doing meditation. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Feel the breath and just sit in the inner breath meditation for a couple minutes, connecting with yourself and sharpening your awareness and your personal presence of being you. As you connect with your breath, you connect with yourself. You're breathing in your life energy that fuels you is breathed in by the breath of your spirit, connecting with yourself. Into me, I see the fog that comes over your eyes is allowing you a softened state to close your eyes and connect, because it is the in-between state of heading in one direction and shifting and heading in a different direction in your life. In that in-between state, you're just simply collecting yourself, and the fogginess is allowing that to give you space to do so. Drawing inward by feeling the breath. When you feel into yourself, you know, and you hear your heart. And that is the opening of awareness that the quietness and the fogginess is giving you a chance to let go of the life outside of you and grab on to the life within you. As your heart is speaking to you and hinting of a shift to move you forward. Open your eyes up. We're going to look at the next card. So the question that was the second one that came up was, what is the outcome of allowing ourselves to go through the fog of shifting? Hey, it says in perfect harmony, which is really kind of what we were just touching upon, right? That the fogginess is kind of disorienting. Like we can't, when you're in fog and you're driving even, you can't see so far ahead of you to see where you're going. There's a fog. It's like you don't know. You don't know, but you got to keep going, right? And the fog, not while you're driving, but just the energetic fog as it comes over you, as it rolls, and you can't see where you're going, but you feel there's something changing within you. It inspires you to connect inside to that change, to that shift, so that you can come into alignment with being fully connected and grounded in the shift that is happening inside of you, so that when the fog clears and you open your eyes to seeing the direction that you're taking, it is in perfect harmony, because the inspiration came from your heart. The music of your life is being played through your heart. So let's just open our heart. Go ahead, close your eyes. And now just, boom, put your attention straight in your heart. We're not doing the inner smile cycle today. We're just going to the heart. Resting in your heart center and just feel. Feel that energy that you've been working at creating by doing all of this wonderful meditation you've been participating in. Maybe that is the thing that's shifting us. Feel your heart and just experience it in this moment. And know that as you are shifting personally, as things might be shifting in your life, if your heart is centered in yourself, there is no wrong direction to take. If your heart is what is leading you, dear one, then you can trust in taking the steps without seeing exactly where you're going, and knowing that when that fog clears and lifts, you will be standing right where you are meant to be. Keep feeling your heart. And know that your heart is your friend, and you can be a friend to your heart. Listen to your heart, love your heart, let your heart love. And sometimes let your heart be open enough to let it see for you and guide you when you cannot see for yourself. Open your eyes, but keep feeling your heart. Your eyes don't have to be closed to feel your heart. When the fog of shifting rolls in and we're inspired to connect inside of ourselves, we close our eyes because there's less distraction to be able to just center within and feel within. But the truth is, when the fog rolls out, you get to open your eyes and still feel your heart leading you and guiding you. So feel your heart right now with your eyes wide open. Feel your heart and look around where you are. Everything is just a little more beautiful when your heart is open to seeing the direction that you're facing. Keep living your beautiful heart.